Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches. Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I see Zion. He knows the words to the he knows the words to the announcement here. I am so excited to be here with everybody. Once again, my name is Eric F. King, and I'm here with my good friends, coaches, leaders, influencers, Amberly Shreve, Annie Osong, Cassandra Terry, Leah Garcia, and Zan Anegru. Welcome, everybody, to another episode. And I am so excited today because we have an incredible topic that everybody should hear. So if you're on right now, you want to share this with some people because everybody needs to hear this. All right. Today, we're going to talk about this. Don't let others limit your dreams. Don't let others limit your dreams. So many people out there never achieve their goals, never fulfill their true potential because somebody told them they couldn't do it. And today we're going to talk about that. So, as usual, we are going to start with, quite frankly, what you should start with anytime you have a goal, anytime you have a dream, anytime you have something that you want to accomplish, and that is your mindset between your ears, those 6 inches between your ears. That is more important than anything. It's more important than your education, your background, whatever. Those, those 6 inches between your ears. And the best person I know of in the world to talk to you about this is an incredible coach. She is all the way from Texas. She is a mindset coach. She helps people all over the world. Follow her online. She has a book out. You need to grab the book. And she will talk to us about mindset today. All right. So without further ado, we are going to go to Cassandra Terry. Cassandra, take it away.
Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Eric. Hello, everyone on the panel. It is so great to be back. Guys, Eric could not overstate. It is not possible to overstate the importance of mindset. Everything begins and frankly ends with our thinking, how we're focused, what we're thinking about, what we allow to take root in our minds eventually takes root in our heart. And from there, it grows into our actions, our beliefs, and it is in control. So when you change your mindset, you change everything. And that is no different from today's topic. It's underscoring, it's foundational to everything that we talk about. That's why I have the luxury of being the first one you guys hear after Eric every week, because it does all really begin within the mind. What does mindset have to do with letting others limit my dreams? Everything. Because who are you listening to? Where is your direction coming from? Who or what is in the driver's seat of how your life unfolds? Your mindset is squarely in that driver's seat, controlling everything. And our dreams are so extremely powerful. But we have to realize that our dreams are as personal as it gets. That dream starts with you. So you have to think about that dream the same way you would think about a brand new baby, especially that first one. When that first baby comes along, we are so careful. We realize how fragile it is. We want to protect it at all costs, to the point that we limit typically how many people are actually able to be around the baby for those first few weeks. Before we hand the baby over, did you wash your hands? Are you clean? Have you taken the necessary actions for me to feel safe placing this baby of mine in your care, in your hands? Your dreams are your baby. They don't belong to the world. They don't belong to your family. They don't belong to anybody but you. And you have to protect it as the newborn baby that it is. It's given to you for a reason because it's your job to nurture it and to care for it and to allow it to grow and take root and become its full potential. All of that responsibility lies with you. As it gets older and more mature, then you're a little bit freer with it. But even in that, you have to think about, who am I allowing to take hold of my baby? Who am I listening to? Is it external voices or internal voices? Where is that direction coming from? So know who it is that you're placing that precious gift over to, because you could easily give it over to naysayers. Naysayers don't have your dream. They're operating out of their own fear, out of their own ability to imagine, out of what they are able to see. And they can't have your lens. It was really only given to you in the beginning. So they can't see what you can see. So when you come in all excited, you have the great next idea and you just want to tell somebody about it. And they go, "Are you, Emily, what are you thinking? How would you ever even do that? You live there, and I heard that the people who really care about that live on the other side of the world. They're not going to listen to you. You're a woman. You don't sound like them. You don't look like them. Girl, don't waste your time. You're really good at this. So keep doing that. Don't waste your time." And before you know it, you start to give power to that other voice instead of the dream that was planted in front of you in the first place, inside of you in the first place. So know whose voice you're listening to. Maybe it's the voice of the past. You didn't have the safest of upbringing where you were supported, and somebody put you in a box. This is what little girls do. This is what little blonde girls do, Amberly. Find you a good husband and be quiet. Look good. You're beautiful. Why are you talking so much? You're going to turn away the very people, that very guy who can make your life easy. And you learn to be quiet and you learn to be small and you focus on how you look instead of how you sound and what you say. And the dreams that are inside of you are getting smaller and smaller, and it's harder to find it because someone else's voice is in control. And that little dream is just grabbing, waiting for you to pay attention to it, to give it the nutrients that it needs to grow. So you have to challenge those limiting beliefs. Is it your voice? Is it the voice of another? Is it bad advice or bad? Maybe you picked up some bad thinking along the way. So we're right back to mindset. Something in your past told you that you couldn't. And so you're still hanging on to that. And it makes you fearful. It makes you small. You have to identify those beliefs. You have to set limits to the naysayers, and you surround yourself with support. You visualize and see yourself winning, and then you start setting actionable goals, and step by step you do the thing that it is planted in you for you to do. And if you take those steps, your dreams will grow and take root and have the opportunity to take you at places you would never ever imagine. So that's my time. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to share with you once again. I'm Cassandra Terry. We are in the process of preparing for our next vision board party. So if you are interested in that visualization and learning how you can bring your dreams to reality, go to findyourvision.today and join us for the next vision board party. All right, Eric, back to you.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much. Another TED Talk. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Alexa says you always have the words to help move my life and others forward. That's a compliment, Cassandra. That's a true compliment. All right, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going to our next speaker. By the way, we want to hear your comments.
Hold
We
on,
want
hold
to.
on, hold on.
What's that?
The microphone sounds a bit weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a distortion. There's a rough crackling somewhere. I don't know where. I thought it was me for a second.
All right, so let's see.
Can anyone else hear? Or is it my speakers? Okay.
Yeah, you hear it? Okay, okay. So I'll call up the next person, then I'll change something. All right, so let me just call up Leah Garcia to share with you some
Thank you, Eric, Mr. Eric F. King of Collaboration. We definitely honor and appreciate you so much. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist and insurance professional, and my vision is to help you properly protect, distribute, and transfer your wealth. And I love what you said, Cassandra. You are so on point that your vision is for you. It wasn't for everyone else. It wasn't a conference call. When I talk about my vision, when I think about my vision, I talk to three people: me, myself, and I. That's it. Because it's for me, just like your vision is for you. And other people will try to steal that dream. They'll try to discourage you. Why? Because if they see you kind of pulling away, then they feel like, you're going to leave them behind. And so sometimes that's what will motivate them. And when I think about this and I think about money, right? A lot of times people think about money and they think, well, they have all these misconceptions, right? Money doesn't.
We just lost your audio as well, Leah. Or was it just me?
Can you hear me now?
No. Yes, you're back.
Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness. I heard this quote by Jordan Bernard Bishop, and he says, "Every time I've been stabbed in the back, I find my own fingerprints on the knife." And what I mean by that is oftentimes we sabotage ourselves, right? We do it to ourselves because of our own fears and stuff. And especially when it comes to money, I always talk about building a legacy so that you can create generational and multi-generational wealth. We should leave the next generation better than we are. And we're not talking about a hand up, but a hand out, but a hand up. And just think about this. How much better would you be off if your family had left you hundreds of thousands of dollars or even $10,000 or some type of wealth? And the only way to do that is to put those protections in place, because there's booby traps coming down the road. You may not know it. That's why it's a booby trap. I used to call it a pitfall. I used to say it was a blind spot or a little pit in the road, right? A pothole. But really, it's a booby trap. It's something that we don't see that's coming down the road. And when it tricks us up when it comes to our money, it will financially devastate us, because it's not how much money we accumulate. We can accumulate wealth in so many different ways. But wealth can be what? It can be lost. It can be stolen. It can be divorced. It could be bankrupt. It could be scammed. It could be lost in the stock market. So at some point, we have to start putting those protections in place. And if you're 5 years towards retirement, then at that retirement red zone, you absolutely have to do that. The most sensitive time in retirement is 5 years before retirement and those first 5 years in retirement. So what do? We have to start eliminating and mitigating our risk. Folks, we put insurance on our home in case of a fire, and the chances of us losing our home in a fire are like 3 in 100. We have insurance on our car, and the chances of us being in a car accident are in our lifetime are like 18 out of 100. But we have 100% chance of losing our money if we don't put insurance on our money. So how do we do that? There's only two ways. There's only two ways. There's a lot of ways to create wealth, a lot of ways to generate wealth, but there's only two ways to mitigate and put insurance on our money. And one of those ways is through a life insurance, cash value, tier one capital asset life insurance. And the other way is to put what we call stock market correction protection on your retirement. Now, it's not all sexy and has a bunch of bells and whistles, but I promise you, there will be a point in time, if you're not already there, where there's money that you want to protect and transfer and distribute to the next generation. Because it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep that matters most. So that's my time, Eric. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. I appreciate you so much. And please download my free ebook, The Wall of Wealth. It is my one-page financial plan that will help you to see what your booby traps might be. We all have them, right? And if we don't address them, if we don't put a plan in place to protect ourselves from them, then we won't have any wealth to transfer. So I hand it back to you, Eric.
All right. Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Leah. Great advice as always. We always appreciate your comments. All right. So let's keep going. Let's see. Oh, Emily, did you want to say something? Oh, okay. You see, you can't move your arms at all here. It's like an auction. If you blink, you bought it. All right. So let's get to our next speaker. So we're going to go all the way to Maryland now to hear from our communications expert. All right, our communications expert. Now, wouldn't you say that communications is important in business? All right. Not only is she a communication expert, but she is actually an expert in building relationships, building business relationships. And that's powerful because we all need to build business relationships. So we are going to go out to my good friend up in Maryland. Her name is Amberly Shreve. The floor is yours.
Well, Eric, thank you so much. And good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with the panel, my wonderful, beautiful friends, and all of you out there listening and watching. And, I know the panel, we give a lot of wonderful information, but I learn things every single week from this group. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of them. So listen, guys, this topic is super close to my heart, and I'm going to get vulnerable with you all. But don't let others limit your dreams. That's our topic, right? This powerful reminder emphasizes the importance of staying true to your aspirations and ambitions, regardless of external opinions or doubts. It encourages resilience, self-belief, and the courage to pursue your goals, even when faced with the skepticism or discouragement of others. And I will tell you, this is something that is so near and dear to my heart because this is how I started business. And coming from the corporate world where I was harassed and degraded and devalued, and to be honest, I had many people in my life telling me that I'm not important and I'm not good enough to make it. Believe that, right? And, guys, seriously, haters be hating. You get a little bit ahead, they're like, whoa, no, we got to knock you down a few notches. But, I came home and I just prayed. And I prayed about my heart. And I prayed about how I'm going to move through this and what I'm going to do to reach other people out in the world who are just like me, who are ready to make a difference, who are ready to go out there and find their dreams, the things that cover their heart and gifts that make them who they are. And I want to reach each and every single person and tell you that you can do it. And it's not easy. I mean, there are some days I wake up, I'm like, I'm going to put the covers over my head. I don't know if I can today, but you find the strength because you love what you do, because there are people out there that need you and that need your encouragement and your love and your kindness and your gratitude, because believe it or not, a lot of them are not strong enough and they need your guidance. So I'm telling you, this is something that is so, so close to my heart because I have been there and I know what it feels like. But I will tell you, if you are able to drown out the noise and you are able to find your inner strength and you are able to tell those people, you know what, I'm going to love you from afar, and you set that boundary and you keep your eye on your goal, there isn't anything that you can't achieve. So I'm telling each and every one of you from my heart to yours that if you doubt yourself for one moment, you better come find me because we're going to do some life. We're going to walk through it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to figure it out so that way we can get everyone on track where they need to be. Because The only person that's truly standing in your way is you. So I wish for you all a wonderful, wonderful, fabulous week. I love each and every one of you out there. I'm sending big love. And look, guys, I have an event coming July 13th. I want to see you guys there. It's all about gratitude, my gratitude movement. I just want to love on you all. I just want to see you and be in front of you. Please, please come. I put the link in the YouTube chat. And if you did not receive it, reach out to me. You can find me on LinkedIn, all the socials. I want to connect with you. I want to bless you and serve you and help you be the best, best expansion of yourself. Have a great week, everybody.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Amberly. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Always great, giving great nuggets. All right, so we're gonna keep going. I want to welcome Coral from across the pond. Jackie Raymond, appreciate you. Let's see, Alexis, appreciate you. Conchita, welcome. Margaret, good to see you. Let's see. I know we have a lot more people. Just definitely put your comments in there. All right. So I'm going to share real quick. Let me just hide this here. A few points, about 3 points concerning this topic that comes to me. All right. First of all, I want you to know that you are unique. There's nobody in the world like you. You have certain gifts and attributes that nobody has. Like, I don't care what your background is, what your education is, it doesn't matter. You are gifted in something. Either you don't know it or you know it and you're not taking full advantage of it. Okay? So I want to tell you that. And everything you want in life, you have the potential to get it already. Right? And one of the reasons why a lot of people don't know this or feel this or believe it is because they've been told by somebody they can't do it. Some teacher told you that you're dumb or stupid, and you bought into it. Maybe it was your older brother or uncle or aunt or even parents. Your parents could have said you won't amount to anything. Parents do it too. And you bought and you just believed it. But I'm here, borrow my belief in you, because it doesn't matter what they said. It doesn't matter what they said. All right. So that's number one. Number two, your associations matter. The people you hang around with. I don't hang around with any negative people. The negative people on my phone, I don't call them. And if they call me, I may send them a text back, but we're not really having a conversation because they're going to bring me down with them. That's what people do. They bring you down with them. So you have to surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with the right people. And understand that if you have a dream, it's not their dream. So don't expect them to understand why you have that dream. God gave it to you, not them. All right. So you have to decide, you have to wait. I don't care what he says. I don't care what she says. Everything I do, I try to do it on a big scale. And as a result, I don't ask small-minded people to give me advice on my big dreams, right? So be careful who you share your dreams with. Be careful, because most people will say, "Well, that's not going to work." I mean, why do you think that's going to work? Your parents never accomplished that. You don't have the background. You don't have the skill. You don't have the education. It doesn't matter, folks. It doesn't matter, right? You can start today. If you're here and you're saying, "Look, Eric, everything I've done in my life has turned out not to work," guess what? Your life is not over. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. So that's what I want to share, folks. Believe in yourself. Hang out with the right people. Believe that things can get better. There's always a way. Things are always figure outable. It's not a word, but I heard some lady say it one day and I'm using it. Things are always figure outable. All right. All right. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We're gonna get your questions very shortly. All right. So put your questions in there. We want more questions from more people. All right. So if you're thinking of a question, Stop thinking about it. Put it in the chat. Let's address it together. All right. You have the best people in the world to address it today. All right. So let's keep going. Our next speaker hails from Europe, and he is a marketing genius. He makes people famous. He made me famous on LinkedIn. And because of that, I met some of the people here. I believe I met Cassandra on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right. And Leah, right? So and Zion. That's how I met you too. And you made me more famous than I thought. So anyway, I won't steal his thunder. I just want you to listen to him. He's a little soft spoken, okay, but listen closely. All right, to my good friend Annie Usan, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you so much, everyone, for your amazing shares. This is a topic that's true. It's close to everyone's heart because we've all been there, right? We've all seen it. We've all experienced the agony, the pain. Let's say I'll share some stories as I try and be helpful today, my friends. Here's the first thing I'll say. I think the title is brilliant, Eric, but the truth is, people who limit your dreams, they're thieves. They steal our dreams, all of them. They steal our hopes, our future. It kills me, literally. Literally, it kills me. When I meet people, they're like, someone's a naysayer again. I'm like, do something about it. But many of the things you've said, they come in handy. I know Cassandra is always a believer in the positives of adversity, in a sense, right? In other words, if you ask me a question, Annie, are you sure you can do it? I will use that as fuel to make sure I do it, to make sure I make the point, right? That I do succeed, I do achieve what I want to achieve. But if you keep asking me repeatedly in a way that I know you're a naysayer, trying to doubt me, you're trying to, put me down. Annie, you can't do it is what you're really saying. I will take drastic action. I promise you. I get rid of people every day because they show that side of them. I just don't tolerate it. I got rid of two even clients. I get rid of because I do what I do. They do what they do. The two should meet, right? My clients should succeed. We do marketing. Everyone do what we would say. Once we do what we do, if the client says to me, Annie, it's your fault. This is not working. Are you sure you know what you're doing? That's when I'm like, let's talk some truth here, my friend. Now, of course, we have a conversation. The truth normally is I'm doing my thing that I do for everyone else, that I know to do for anyone. You're not quite doing what you should be doing, and you're daring to doubt me. Truly, you're fired. And I don't call me again. There is the other side of this, my friend, which is that our family and friends, they're often the worst, right? We expect our family and friends to support us, to be our cheerleaders, but some of them just don't get it. As you said, they just don't get it, right? That's that again. Sometimes we can aim to show them what the dream is. It's look, the naysayers, they can fuel you, but at best of times, my friend, be very careful who you spend time with. Be careful who you share your dreams with. Be careful who you listen to, because the naysayers are doing you no good whatsoever. I don't want to succeed because someone said I couldn't. I want to succeed because it's my vision, it's my purpose. So it's truly going to make me fulfilled. So should you. Hold on to that dream, that vision. It's yours. It's been said already. You're gifted, especially in a way that you can't even imagine. You're truly gifted. We all are. Why let someone else steal that sense of joy from you? See, when you live your purpose, when you truly when you're yourself, the world will bend to you eventually. The world will see your achievements. And it's not, again, most of what I'm saying to Cassandra speak. As a great mindset coach, and she'll tell you exactly. And I've heard her say this exact words. It's not just hold on to your dreams; it's truly believe in them. Get rid of the self-doubt. Now, when naysayers get in your head, because you let them make you question yourself. I think definitely was it Leah or Amber said. I think Leah said there's three people: me, myself, and I. Life is hard enough. One of you is telling yourself, "I can't do it anyway." let alone someone else. Don't have anyone else from the outside dictate any part of your belief. Truly believe in yourself enough that whatever it takes, you hold on to that dream like that baby Cassandra spoke about. It's your unique gift. And dare to dream, dare to do. Truly. Naysayers are everywhere. Don't give them the air they need. Don't give them oxygen they need to live. If they're not helping you, my friend, get rid of them. If they're helping you, keep them. Everyone is cheerleaders, right? But you be your own cheerleader. You be the one that truly believes in you, and anything's possible. Let me leave it there, Eric.
All right. All right. Thank you so
Mm.
much. Appreciate you. Another incredible TED Talk. Thank you so much. We always get so much advice from you. All right. So we are going to move on from Europe. We're going to go all the way to West Africa to a country called Nigeria. And a gentleman called Zion that people know all over the world for his positivity. He is known as Mr. Positivity. So, you want to take notes. If you're feeling a little down today, today is your lucky day because you're about to hear the man that brings positivity into the lives of many. Zion and Negru, the floor is yours.
All right, Mr. Eric, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. It's always a privilege to be here again, and to my amazing speakers who are with me on stage, Cassandra, Leah, Ambali, and Mr. Annie. Thank you so much for sharing with us those nuggets and important information. And for those in the listening now over the world who want to say a very big thank you for joining us today. It's another Monday to be motivated. It's another Monday to stay elevated. It's another Monday to be nurtured for a wonderful and great week ahead. And for the fact you are here today, no matter how your weekend went, it's going to be a great week. It's going to be an amazing week. It's going to be a wonderful week for you because you are limitless. Yes, today's topic is and just listening to my co-host, sharing sharing their thoughts, where as much as many persons are succeeding, as well built an ideology from their failures, status quo from their failures, and they feel that because they could not do it, other persons cannot do it. And these persons we are talking about are not strangers. For some, they can be your mentors. For some, they can be your friends. For some, they can be your family member, your parents that have faced failure before, and then they've made the failure to become an ideology for them, and they're sharing it to others. Oh, I did this before. For the fact I could do it, you think you can do it. If you're hearing the sound of my voice right now, you are hearing persons telling you that you can do it.
Oh, okay. Looks like we lost our good friend there. He'll probably be back. But incredible words of wisdom, as always, by Zion. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And I'll definitely put you back once I see you. All right. All right. So we have a lot of questions. And let me first of all welcome, let's see, Cordelia. Welcome. Welcome. We appreciate you. Let's see, Charlene. Welcome. Good to see you. And Joan Brown Claxton, welcome. Good to see you in DC last week. Lisa, welcome. We appreciate all of you. Keep putting your comments in there and keep putting your questions. So let's get to the questions. Let's see here. Okay, I think the first question was by Coral, and it is right here. All right. What advice would you give to young people that are just starting to dream big, but face skepticism from others? All right. Who would like to address that question? What would you give young people? Okay, go ahead, Cassandra. Advice you would give to young people.
Sure. So that great question. Thank you, Coral. The first thing I would tell them is they know something that everyone else does not know. That dream was planted within them, and hold on to it, protect it just like you would something that's very, very special, something that's very, very fragile, just like we talked about that newborn baby earlier. That's your baby. And everybody is not able to see what you can see. So it's okay to hear what other people have to say, but it only has the power that you give it. So the things that you hear that are going to be helpful, that can help you grow that dream, you take those things in, and everything else you filter out and allow that dream to grow.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Annie, go ahead. Okay, hold on, Annie. We have Zion. Zion, I want him to complete his statement there. Go ahead, Zion.
The internet is saying, Zion, you cannot speak today. But I'm telling the internet I can speak. So I had to come back. It's amazing. Now, I want to give you a few points. One thing I want to tell you is this. Do not seek approval from people. Do not seek approval. You have a dream, you have a vision. Do not seek approval from people. People can get jealous and tell you you cannot do it. People can get scared of your dreams, of your ambitions, and tell you cannot do it. But you must believe in yourself. Believe in yourself enough to pursue your dream. Do not listen to naysayers, because we live in a world people will always have their opinion. They will always say things. They will always want to make suggestions. They will always want to make opinion. You must understand that in the midst of all the opinion that matters is your opinion. And that's why I love it when Cassandra will always say, the voice within wins. It's the voice within you. You must believe that voice and keep pursuing your dream. And the next thing is, do not compare yourself with people. Do not compare yourself with people. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they've attained before. I don't care what their story is. Your story is uniquely yours. Do not compare yourself with people. You might be twin, you might look alike, you might be friends for years. You might have been in the same field or the same, professional line, but do not compare yourself with people. And if you can do these few things, I tell you, you are limitless, you are unstoppable, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve. So thank you so much for listening. I yield the mic over to you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you so much, Zion. We appreciate you. We appreciate your tenacity. You never give up, right? You never give up. And that's part of being positive. It's part of being positive. So appreciate you. All right. So we can go back to our question. Let's see if I could find it. That's another question there. Basically, the question is, what would you tell young people that are that they're facing criticism by skeptical people? Like, what would you tell them? Yeah, something like that. Go ahead.
I suppose it is
Yeah. Sorry, let Annie finish. I'm sorry.
I think it is to hold on to their vision, like you say. They know what they're talking about. The rest of us just don't, right? But then if they stick to it, they can achieve it. So I remember years ago, our kids used to say, "I want to be a YouTuber," and we're like, "YouTuber? What's that?" Every African parents are like, "What the hell is that? That's not a thing." It is a thing, isn't it? It's a thing. It's more than a thing. Now, those who put effort in, those who have been diligent, those who worked at it, seen the ups and downs, learned lessons, they're successful YouTubers, and they're making more than all of us put together, probably. I'm saying, right, who's right and who's wrong, right? But the journey's not going to be easy, and sometimes you'll feel like it's not the right thing. But if you truly believe in it and you work at it, anything's possible.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Annie.
And that's what I tell my son. So
that's right. That's right. Appreciate you. Amberly, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to add that when you're first starting out, there's a lot of things that you're just not sure of. So finding someone that you connect with, that someone that you trust, understands your vision, understands your dreams, and really understands your heart is huge, because that person can help to guide you and offer some assistance and help you through to the next level. One person is not all knowing. So having several different people in your world that are going to help you achieve your goals, that's what it's all about. So picking and choosing who you want to do life with, who you want to share your dreams, your goals, your aspirations with. I believe in my heart that's a huge piece.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Zion, did you put your hand up?
Yeah, yes, I do. All right, thank you so much. That was a beautiful question, especially referring to young persons. I'm a young person. That's why I'm so happy to answer this. you know, I remember when I said I was pushing positivity, especially from Africa. What's positivity? What's positivity? What does that even mean? People never believed in it. And I told myself, well, it doesn't matter who believe in it. For the fact I believe in it, that's all there is to go. And I kept pushing it. And I tell you, when I came on LinkedIn, when I had less than 500 followers, I met somebody on LinkedIn that said, Zion, do you know what? You're going to pay me £10,000 and I'm going to make you popular. You're going to pay me £10,000. I'm going to put you in a group where you're going to grow. I was like, really? If I have £10,000, I will not be here. That's the truth. I couldn't afford the 10,000 pounds, but I tell myself, I have a vision. I kept talking to people about my vision. I kept saying it. I kept preaching it. Whenever you hear me talk, it's about positivity, it's about my vision. And before you know it, many persons began to understand what I'm doing, and many persons began to want to be part of this. So, as a young person, if you have a vision, keep talking about it. Stages, go to audio events, go to rooms, go to seminars, keep talking about your dreams, because there are people waiting to just hear you talk about it, and they will support you in pursuing your dream. So that's my take on that. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's amazing. I appreciate it. And by the way, folks, people now pay Zion because of his network, right? He said, right? How many people do you have on LinkedIn, Zion? How many people are you connected to?
Yes, almost 25,000 now.
There you go. Isn't that amazing? Right? So people pay him because of his network. And you know how I know? Because I'm one of those people. Because I'm one of those people, right? Yeah. So it works. The things we talk about here works, guys. It works. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I want to put this question up because I love this question particularly. Can you share a personal experience where somebody tried to limit your dreams and how you overcame it? I'm big on stories. I feel that it connects with people. People remember them, and that's why I wanted to bring this question up. Go ahead, Cassandra. Did Cassandra
Oh, there
freeze?
we go. Yeah, I don't know. My screen just went black. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you. Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear
All right, great. So when I saw this question, I got really excited because as a young person, when I was getting ready to come out of high school, I remember going into my counselor's office. I actually went in at going into high school. Um, I was a planner even way back then, and I wanted to know what classes I needed to take so that I could go to the University of Texas at Austin, which is the major university here in Austin, Texas, the state capital. It was the only school I was interested in. I don't know why, but I felt that pull towards that school. So I went in all bright-eyed and excited and sat down with my counselor and said, what classes do I need to take? What do I need to do to make sure I can get into the University of Texas? And she looked me squarely in my eyes. And this is a supporter. This is someone who saw me be very successful and as far as I knew, believed in me. And she said, what other schools are you going to apply for? Are you looking at some of the smaller schools near home, the community colleges and things like that? You may not want to set your sights so high. And she was giving me the advice based on the little bitty town that I grew up in and what everybody else was doing and what they saw as doable and as safe. If I had taken that advice and stayed home, I don't know how my life would have unfolded. But I know I have life before that moment and I have the life that I have after that moment when I dug in and did the things that I needed to do to get into that university. And it felt so good at graduation to walk across that stage and have them announce that not only was I going, but that I had landed the biggest scholarship that anyone in that school had ever received, and that I would be going off to the very school that I'd asked her about 4 years prior. I don't think there was any malice. I think it was lack of vision, lack of ability to dream, and fear for me, and wanting to make sure that I had a path. But it was a path that she could see, not the path that was destined for me. So I'll give it back to you after that, Eric.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I love that. It's not the path that was destined to you, just the path that she could see. Powerful, powerful. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Zion.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I can resonate with what Cassandra shared, because that's one of my stories too. I tell you, growing up, nobody has ever gone to the university in my family. And going to the university was against the status quo. It was like an impossible dream that nobody can ever do it. But when I came out and said I want to go to the university, I had so many backlash from my family, from my parents. They were like, oh, one of my brothers said, the money I'm supposed to use to go to school, we should use it to buy a piece of land. In 5 years' time, it's going to appreciate. People will buy it with more money. Another person said, oh, let's use the money to open a business. And, in 5 years' time, the business is going to grow. We're going to get more profit instead of me going to the university. It was discouraging at that time. But because I had the belief, I never allowed those suggestions, those opinions stopped me. In fact, I started working and schooling just to be able to pay my bills, go to the university. And I tell you, in the midst of it all, I became the first graduate from my family to go to the university. I didn't. And I'm always proud to say that. And beyond just being the first graduate, I also became an inspiration to other persons who saw that if Zion can do it, we too can do it. So people will always say, people will always have opinions, but one thing, keep believing and work towards it. It might not be easy, but at the end of the day, the journey will be worth it. So that's my take on that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Zion. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Another TED Talk. Go ahead, Annie.
You're back in the weeds, by the way. Your microphone has become back in the weeds again. It wasn't working so well for a second, but I think that I don't understate, I'd say the impact of family and friends. I said my wife was in the beginning she was very believing because I had a vision for my company. I said within 2 years we'll be retired on the beach. Everyone needs marketing, right? We'll be on the beach on holiday forever. People will run in the company. As the years went by, years 2, years 3, where you're hardly getting paid. Things look hard. I think that they can ask the question, what's gone wrong? What's happened? I suppose I want to separate limiting your dreams from asking questions. Asking questions is perfectly fair, right? Asking questions, I use that to fuel what I do. Literally every day I get up, every day I work at it, I try and get better. That's my strategy to go forward. When I say never has it been a case where she's given up on my dream, so to speak. We're still together. Again, don't forget many people who, many who lose relationships when they want to go into business because of this naysaying. Think of even Bezos. He made all those millions after 30 years and divorced his wife. What's going on there? I'm saying they have to realize family and friends, they throw stones. Some throw too many stones and then you have to divorce them, right? Now, for the rest of us, you can hold on and just keep your dream alive. Everything we said today, keep your dream, keep your sense of purpose. Work hard at it. It'll come good. And then, if they're your real friends, they'll still be there. If they're not your real friends, they'll cry off, in embarrassment or anger. Whichever one it is their problem, right? I'll leave it
Awesome.
there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So go ahead, Amberly, and we're going to be wrapping up soon. So go ahead. Go ahead, Amberly.
Yeah, I just wanted to share. I was in finance and insurance for a bit, and when I came into the gratitude and appreciation space, my hubby, he was like, "Oh no, Am, you don't want to do that. The insurance and finance, that's where the money is." And I'm like, "Well, that's not what I love. That's not my passion." And he's like, "But that's where the money is." And we talk about it even today, and we're so conditioned sometimes, right, guys? We're so conditioned to what our parents taught us or what they want for us or what the cool kids are doing or this or that. I'm telling you one way. If people are going that way, well, then I'm going that way. Because I'm telling you right now, when you're conditioned to do something, it's like you have the wool over your eyes. You can't see anything else. And there is such a beautiful, bright world out there for you to explore and figure out what you want to do and what feels good and what doesn't feel good. And I'm telling you, if you do not start from that place, then you're going to find yourself never really feeling complete. And we want those pieces. We want to feel good about what we're doing each day. And you know, my hubby and I, we talk about that, and we talk about how I pushed through and I said, no, this is what feels good for me. And I want each and every one of you to start where it feels good. And remember, there are so many people that are conditioned out in this world, and they don't want to do the work, and they don't want to change, and they don't want to chase after their dreams, and they just are happy staying where they are. But not you, my friends. You're built for bigger and better things. You are made to do incredible things. So let's go out there and get to work. Okay, everybody have a good week.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amber. That was brilliant. I want to share real quick, folks. So many of you don't know this, unless you know me from before I got online. I am an attorney. I practiced law for years in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was a trial lawyer, so I was in trial, right? But I didn't enjoy it. I thought I would when I was a kid, right? My parents said, go for it. You make a great lawyer, right? And I was doing it, but I couldn't stand it because I'm not a belligerent person. In other words, I don't like to argue with people. So why did I become a lawyer, right? But I love to be an advocate to help people. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go back to sales because that's what I did before I went to law school. People said, well, you're crazy. Why would you do that? You can make a lot of money as a lawyer. I said, but I don't enjoy it, right? Don't do something because other people are telling you to do it because they feel that's best for you, right? Then I'm building my business. I'm teaching people how to sell. And someone says, well, why don't you go online? And my son, I think he was like 8. He said, Dad, if you're online, a lot of people will see you. And he's only 8 years old. He's like, a lot more people will see you if you're online. And I'm like, I can't go. I mean, what was I, 49 or something, or 50? I can't go online. I mean, that's for young people, right? And then people are telling me the same thing. Oh, yeah, that's for young people. But then I said to myself, I can't listen to what everybody says. I have to find someone that has done it, learn from them. And guess what? In the last 4 years, since 2020, I have produced over 300 videos that are on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I was 50 years old when I started. I have helped countless people. I have testimonials all over my page on successwitheric.com, right? Alexis just sent me a testimonial last week. She says she made 4 sales in 2 weeks. She's never done that before, ever, because of my course, right? Have thousands of people in Promote Your Business Meetup group that come to the group for free. I give them a free platform and people are making money. That's how I met Amberly, right? Amberly, you met the guy that introduced you to your business in that group, right? So think about the people you're going to help. Stop thinking about yourself, guys. Think about the people you're going to help, right? I have clients from all over the world now, all over the world. Before they were just local, right? So just have a dream, believe in yourself, find someone that's done what you want to do and learn from them. And forget the people that say you can't do it, including your parents. I have to say this because sometimes your parents don't know. They don't understand. They just don't understand, right? I always say this. I say, look, if your dad is making $50,000 a year and you want to make $500,000 a year, your dad can't help you. Find someone that can help you, make the money, come back and bless your dad. All right. So that's what I want to share. If any of you are interested in grabbing my free ebook to make you more persuasive and influential in whatever you do, go to compassionatecloser.com. I put it in the chat, compassionatecloser.com. You can grab that for free. And if you want coaching, book a call and we'll talk. And if any of you are speakers and you want to get on a big stage like Anthony Robbins and you want to share your message, go to studiospeaking.com, studiospeaking.com. You will see other people that have done it. Oh, by the way, people told me that won't work either. And guess what? People on my stage is now speaking and loving it. And everybody that has spoken on my stage gave me a testimonial, unsolicited. So these are just examples, folks. Examples. All right. So I want to go around the room. We have 4 minutes. Let everybody know how they can reach you. I know a lot of people here want to be able to contact you. Oh, by the way, welcome. I think it's Nma. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. We appreciate you being here. We really do. All right. All right. So let's go around the room. Who would like to go first? Okay. So we're going to go with ladies first. We're going to go to Amberly first, and then I'll go around the room. Go ahead.
Okay, everybody, you can reach me on all the socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, keep on sharing, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, Instagram and TikTok under @BeachGirlShreve. Come find me. I'd love to spend some time with you and see how I can bless and serve you and just bring joy to your day. Okay. And don't forget about my event. The information's in the chat. Please reach out to me if you're interested in that. It is in Maryland, so you might have to travel a little bit, but thank you all so much.
All right. I'm sure the travel is worth it to come and hear Amberly Shreve in all her greatness. All right, let's go to Zion, just because, the internet, we want to make sure we got him early. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. Well, I'm on all socials, but if you want to reach me, I think LinkedIn is the best platform for you to reach me. You can send me a DM, you can send me connection requests. Let's go on a journey of positivity together. I tell you, we are in a time where embracing positivity it's non negotiable because in positivity, there is endless possibilities for you. So I wait your message. Let's go on this journey. Thank you so much. And the mic over to you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Who'd like to go next? Cassandra or any, whoever.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll jump in since I can't raise my hand. You guys can't see me. So yes, you can find me on all the socials. I'm active on them all. Most of you guys follow me on LinkedIn, so you can definitely DM me or follow my profile there. And just a reminder, on June 22nd is our next virtual vision board event. It'll be a goal setting workshop and vision board party. Find your vision today.
Awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, Annie.
Yes, no. The last thing I want to say, my friends, is be good at what you do, right? And keep doing it. That's why everyone here I work with, or I work for, if that makes sense. So with the clients or collaborators. So the reason we just do what we do. And the one thing I'll leave you with: remember your achievements. When naysayers come along, just remember what you've achieved, how far you've come. Let that fuel you to carry on, because you can and you will. My friends, find me on LinkedIn. So my profile is in the comments. So I connect with most people on LinkedIn, and I'd love to have a chat with most of you to see what you do. I'd love to learn what you do and build a network.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So Zion, I think you already shared, right? You already shared. All right. Good. So we're going to conclude. We like to end right on the hour. We're right on the hour. Thank you, Oshia, for the great comments. We appreciate that, and have a blessed week as well. And we're going to end with what Maria said. She said, great topic. Never let anyone limit your dreams, period. The young folks say that a lot, period, right? Make it a non-negotiable. With that, we're going to close out. It's been a pleasing pleasure to be here with you this morning, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye, everybody.